They called me big back and lazy, y'all. And the truth is, I wasn't lazy. I had something that I didn't even know I had, and it's called insulin resistance. You ever wonder why you can't seem to lose weight as quickly or as effectively as the next person? Why you can be spending countless hours in the gym and getting absolutely nowhere? Stick around while I break it all down for you guys. If you've ever been stuck and feel like your body just would not cooperate, no matter what you tried, like this video and hit subscribe. You're not broken, you're just missing the right information. Insulin resistance is basically your body's way of telling you that even if you did every single thing they say, eat less and move more, it still wouldn't work. I didn't know I had it. I kept exercising at 275 pounds, thinking I just wasn't trying hard enough. But the truth was, I didn't even stand a chance. Let me tell you guys a quick little story about how I used to feel so down and out about myself with my weight loss journey. This was all about 20 years ago. And there was one specific instance that I remember, and it was during the summer. And we would walk 2 miles to my mom's house. We would hit the gym, and I would do the elliptical machine for their max, which was 70 minutes. After I hit the elliptical machine, I would go outside and I would swim. And then to top it all off, I would walk home. Now, I was doing what society and what even unfortunately some doctors claim, and that's to eat less, move more. So that's what I was doing. I was doing exactly what it is that society and doctors were telling me to do. And unfortunately, just no weight would come off. I could do everything, knock myself out in the gym, eat non-fat this, low-fat that, few calories for that. And no matter what I did, I just wasn't, that scale wasn't budging. I was moving, and at the time I was about the same weight that I am now, about 280 pounds, 285. And I was about 25 years old. And that's a lot of stress to put on somebody who's at about 285 pounds. That's a lot of standing, a lot of movement, a lot of everything, but you're not really eating. And I thought I was doing it. And I'm telling you guys, when I mean bad, I didn't want to be here. It was that bad for me, because I just really was being shown that no matter what I did, I couldn't lose the weight. And what I was thinking was like, dang, maybe I'm just supposed to be a fat person. We all have our lots in life. I was thinking like, maybe that's mine. And unfortunately at the time, I was very uneducated because I didn't know that I was obviously battling insulin resistance, which is the reason why I could exercise for 6 to 8 weeks and only see 2 or 3 pounds come off the scale. Now, sometimes I might see a few inches, but there ain't no way in the world that you could be moving and grooving that much and eating that less of food and still not lose anything. Like it was so bad that for me to be working out with my sister, who was very physically fit, and a friend of hers at the time, I just gave up. I didn't want to go to the gym anymore. I didn't want to have fun in the summertime anymore. So they thought that I had just quit, but little did they know I was still at home. And what I would do is I would walk a mile down the road, walk a mile back. Sometimes I might do 4 miles. I did whatever I could. And eventually, after about 3 or 4 months, I started to see some weight shed, but it just wasn't, I just felt in my mind that there was no way that I could be working that hard. And all the time while you work that hard, while I worked that hard, I was hungry AF. Ain't no way, right? Every time I stepped on the scale, nothing. It would take me 6 to 8 weeks to lose just 2 pounds, if anything. Sometimes I didn't even see pounds, just inches. It was heartbreaking. It wasn't until 2020 that I learned about insulin resistance. And at this time is when I started to really start to learn and understand, and not only that, learn and understand, but actually utilize the ketogenic diet. You got to understand, insulin is a hormone. When you eat processed foods, even the ones labeled healthy, it spikes insulin. And if your insulin is high, Your body literally cannot burn, it's locked. But when you lower insulin, that's when the real weight loss starts. Here are 5 ways that you can lower insulin. Number 1, fasting. When you fast, you're not putting anything in your body. Insulin drops. Your body finally taps into stored fat. Number 2, eating a low carb or ketogenic diet. Low carb and keto reduces insulin. Whole food like meat, veggies, eggs, it all heals you. Processed food, it feeds the resistance. Number 3, better sleep. Without good sleep, insulin stays high. Your body needs rest to recover. Number 4, less stress. Even if you sleep well, stress keeps your body inflamed. You have to journal, pray, take breaks, protect your peace. That means if you know some messy people, some messy, sticky situations, you might have to cut it out. Number 5, movement. You don't need to kill yourself in the gym. Walking, dancing, moving daily helps you become insulin sensitive again. Once I learned about insulin resistance and the ketogenic diet and fasting and low carb dieting, or a way of eating, being that it's a lifestyle change, everything changed for me at that moment. In 2020, I didn't even really put together that the way I was moving back during the stories that I was telling you guys at that time, about 15 years prior, I didn't realize that no matter what I did and no matter how hard I worked, I was never going to be able to lose that weight because my insulin levels were sky high. No matter what anybody says to you, no matter what you think, you're not lazy, you're not crazy, you're not just unwilling to participate, unless you are. But the point is, especially if you're well overweight like me, it's very possible that you are indeed insulin resistant. The good news for you is, now that you know that this is an actual metabolic disorder that millions of Americans deal with, let's just face it, today in 2025, America is fat. And unless you understand the whole concept of insulin resistance and how to fight it, you will not be able to really lose weight. Or if you do, it's going to be at a very slow burn pace. If this video resonated with you, drop a comment and let me know below. I respond to each and every one because I've been there. I am you. Subscribe and share this video with somebody who needs to hear this. You're not broken, you've just been misinformed. Let's fix it together. If you want help with fasting, check out my video I did on 4 types of fasting. You can check that out right here.